but I'm a creep.
Matthew,
Robert,
Divisional Round, playoffs. Here we go.
we're starting to get into it now.
Yeah, getting real into the thick of things.
Great wild card weekend.
Oh yeah.
I mean the Ravens-Colts game. The Colts really gave the Ravens everything that they could handle in that one. Ray Lewis last home game, and he did not disappoint. Played well, was all over the place, led that team to victory. Flacco made some plays, some really good throws, and Bob Bolden second half.
Yeah.
Just came out of his shoes. But now they go to Denver, and they got to contest with that Mile High.
Oh yeah.
And they got to contend with the hot arm of Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Arms don't get much hotter.
Mm-mm.
Coming off this guy's surgery and doing what he's done, as we've been saying all season long, has been nothing short of miraculous. Ray Lewis coming off his extremely long, disappointing injury, playing the way he did, pretty impressive as well. We've come to expect that.
Oh yeah.
From Ray Lewis, but still pretty impressive. But yeah, going into Mile High, never an easy thing to do in a playoff environment with those fans.
They're going to be rabid. Oh.
Yeah. I don't envy the Baltimore Ravens, and I don't envy Joe Flacco, who's going to have his hands full trying to compete with the legend that is Peyton Manning.
Yeah, and you said it before. Flacco's gonna feel like he's gonna have to match him, you know, and that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be it's tough for any quarterback to do, let alone a Flacco who's, you know, last week was good. He's just been so inconsistent this year. But if the Ravens are going to win this football game, they really need to slow it down. They need to take time up off the clock. They need to keep Peyton Manning on the sidelines, and they need to utilize Ray Rice. I know he had a couple fumbles last week. Give him the ball, though. He's your best option on the ground and even through the air with screens and swing out passes in the backfield. The more that they get him involved in this game, the more that's going to leave Peyton Manning on the sidelines. They're going to have a better chance to win a football game.
Sure. Both these teams are more than capable of establishing ground games early and often. Ray Rice, when he gets his carries, he's a force to be reckoned with. No Sean Marino in that backfield that they've got in Denver, and we've seen this out of Denver for I don't know how many decades.
Oh, God.
It just seems like no matter who you plug in there running back, they're having a 1,000-yard season. So both teams are capable of creating ground attacks, and both teams are capable of creating aerial assaults with their both more than capable quarterbacks. The question is, who do you want with the ball in their hand at the end of that game? Do you want Peyton Manning or do you want Joe Flacco?
I'm going to roll my dice with Peyton Manning all the time.
That's a smart bet.
Yeah, the future Hall of Famer, one of the greatest quarterbacks that we've ever seen in the league. You know, these two teams did meet in Week 15. Give us a little showcase. It was in Baltimore, and Denver really controlled that game.
Yes, they did.
Looking now here, I think the addition of Ray Lewis now in that defense keeps this game close for that first half. Lewis is going to take this team as far as he can, but he's not going to be able to do it all alone. This is a close game until the end. I'm calling it, but I really think that the Broncos get a late score to kind of turn the tide. I like them in this game, 38-21, to get the win and to host the AFC Championship game.
I'm going to say it's going to be a little bit closer than that, but I am giving it to the Broncos because I think they have the edge at quarterback. And in that first matchup, Ray Rice was not very productive. The Broncos were able to contain him. And unlike Noshawn Marino, who went for well over 100 yards on 21 carries. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and give it to Peyton Manning with his first home game, playoff game as a Denver Bronco in Mile High.
Brought to you by Jack Daniels, because those 4 McDoubles and 2 McChickens aren't going to eat themselves.